So here's my current small collection of watches. And what I've been doing is I've been getting rid of any watch that I'm not wearing. So I got rid of the Tissot's, I got rid of the Hamiltons, I got rid of everything. And the next thing I'm going to get rid of is the Citizen. And I'm going to get rid of the Seiko because I never wear these two watches. Because it's very difficult for me to pick up the Seiko, the green Turtle King, when I have the Omega Seamaster in green. It's just very difficult for me to pick up this watch. This watch here is infinitely better. It looks a lot better to me. So I'm always going to pick this one up. So therefore, I will be getting rid of the Seiko and I will be getting rid of the Citizen. And yeah, the Omega is my favorite. So I have the rubber strap for it. I have the bracelet and I have a couple of Omega NATO straps that I put on every now and then. So in my core collection, I have my Omega, I have my Rolex OP, and I have my Tudor Black Bay. And I kind of want to sell the Cartier too because it's very rare that I wear this watch. And another thing I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about trading this one in and getting the white dial Explorer 2 or the Polar dial, whatever you want to call it. Because I'm also barely ever wearing this green OP. Essentially what I've started doing is I have started getting rid of all my kind of, you want to call them cheaper watches, between, $500 to $1,500. I've gotten rid of all of those. I have a couple left. But those watches that I never wear, that just sit around because I wanted to have them in my collection, I thought about it. What is the point? What is the point of having these watches that I know for a fact I'm probably never going to wear? So I'm going to sell them and use the money for whatever, or save it for my next purchase of a watch that I actually want, that I'm going to wear. So no more buying, a Hamilton that I know it's just going to sit in my box, but I had to have it because it's Hamilton, it has this history and blah, blah, blah. Or no more buying a Seiko that I'm never going to wear, or a Citizen, or a Tissot, or anything like that. Unless I know I'm going to wear it and I'm going to enjoy it, I'm not buying it. And I think it's a good way to bring myself back from this insanity of having to have all these different watches for no reason whatsoever, and to have some kind of self-discipline when it comes to spending money on all these watches. Because you don't think about it, okay, $500 here, $500 there, $1,000 here, $1,000 there. The stuff adds up, you know? So that's one of the ways I'm going to not waste so much money. I hope so. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys are kind of like me, that you have bought a lot of watches over the years that you found that, hey, I'm just not wearing this watch. Why did I bother spending money on this? Because like I pointed out, it's difficult, and most people are not picking up a $500 Seiko with a green dial when they have an Omega Seamaster with a green dial. It's not happening for most people. So that Seiko ends up just kind of sitting there. It's not the Seiko's fault. It's a great watch. This is just a better watch in every regard. And like I said, most people, I'd say 95+% of people, are always going to pick up this Omega Seamaster over that green Seiko. So I'm curious if you guys have had these watch collections of a bunch of watches that you bought just because you thought you needed to have, you know, 10, 15, 20 watches for it to be considered a collection of watches. I think even if you have good 3 watches, that's a collection right there. Because if you rotate those 3, the 3 nice watches in your collection, that's better than having, 15 kind of cheaper options that you are just never going to wear. That's just my opinion. So I think I'm getting down to where I'm processing in my brain that, hey, I can have a 3-watch collection and be perfectly happy with this. I'm getting there. Not quite yet, but I'm getting there. Because also, I know that like Patek, AP, And anything that's up above that or on that level, I'm never going to be able to buy at a dealer. And I don't think I'm ever going to be the type of person that blows 70, 80, $90,000 on an AP Royal Oak or something like that. Even if I had the money, I don't think I would. So for me, it's going to be a Rolex or two, a Tudor or two, Omega or two, my favorites, and maybe a Cartier Santos. But that's it. That's my level of where I'm at in society. As high as I go is Rolex, and not every Rolex. Probably like maybe a Sub, a Pearl Explorer 2, an OP Datejust. That's where I'm at. I'm not at the gold day date type yet. Hopefully, I get there soon. But in any case, I know I'm rambling, but three watches are a pretty good collection, I think. We don't need more than, well, hell, we don't need more than one, but if you have three that you constantly wear and rotate, I think that would be perfect.